Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up reputation management for your auto shop in Go High Level. Now, this is the software High Level. They call it Go High Level, but it's all the same. First off, my name is James from Auto Shop Marketing Pros, and we help shops across the country to get more calls, quotes, and customers and increase your car count. I am a Go High Level affiliate, so if you happen to click the link for my free snapshot, I may get a commission. Okay, let's go over to High Level. Okay, guys, so here I am in the software High Level. It's like Tron or the Matrix, whatever. I'm in High Level. That's pretty cool. All right, so guys, here we are in High Level, and if you're not familiar, this is like the launch pad. So go ahead and make sure you got all your stuff set up. And oh, by the way, if you want this whole setup, you can click the link in kind of the description or somewhere down there in the comments. I'm going to give you my free snapshot for this whole setup. First off, what we're talking about is reputation management for your auto shop. There's really several pieces that you want. So first off, what we need to do is we need to go in here and connect your Google business and Facebook business. If you haven't done this, you can do it right here in the launch pad. So if you got that set up, good. You can do it from there or go down to here to settings. Now, I don't have it set up on this account because this is just a test account. This is a template, actually. If you see the name of it, it says right there, template. Go down here on the left side. You're going to click that integrations piece. Now, if you have an agency account, you're going to want to do this in your sub account that you want. You typically get three accounts in your big agency account. Even though you're not an agency as a business, they still give you a free. Anyway, what you're going to do, you want to do is click this sign in with Google, connect your Google business. That's step one. And then here for Facebook, you can also connect your Facebook business page. Now, if you have multiple pages, just choose the one that you want. In fact, I think you can choose multiple pages, so that's pretty cool. Google Business is really the main one because that's where most reviews are for your auto shop, but we also want to connect Facebook, and I'm going to show you why. Now, let's go back. So click go back. And now on the left side, you're going to click this reputation. This is going to make it so we're going to basically create a little widget for your shop. And I'm going to show you what that looks like here in a second. So basically what we're doing is we're pulling in Google reviews or reviews from your Google business, and we can also do it from Facebook business. Sometimes if you've already created your Google business or linked it, it might also link it here. If not, we're just going to walk through. This is like an overview. Nothing's connected, but here you can click this widget at the top. And you'll notice we have this default one over here. In fact, I've got this one set up for a test, but you can create multiple widgets, which is beneficial for two reasons. We'll talk about this one. This one has no button, I think. I'm going to click this. I'm going to click edit widget right there. And now, of course, this doesn't say anything. There's nothing connected because I don't have a Google business connected. But here, you notice right here, this review source. Again, all Google pages. And if you connect your Facebook business page, it'll allow you to do that as well. Now, sometimes Facebook reviews are weird and you get these weird spammy reviews. If that's the case, then just don't select it. But Google pages is what you want. In fact, it will allow you to choose yours. I'd recommend just picking your actual Google page. That way it's all set up correctly. There's several types here. There's widget type, there's list, and you won't be able to see it on this, but as you click around, you're going to see different reviews, how they show up. This list is just a list of a bunch of reviews. It's not very pretty looking. The grid's kind of cool. I like Masonry the best because it fills in those gaps. If you have a review that's big or small, it fills in those gaps really well. There's also Carousel slider, these other ones. Maximum reviews, I just leave this open because, hey, let's get them all in there. Minimum ratings. Now, here's a little strategy. I recommend 4 stars and above. This is really just for your website. So you can just show the 4 stars and above. There may be some compliance issues out there. Make sure you're compliant with whatever your state rules are or federal rules are. But 4 stars and above, again, people can see your reviews if they go to Google. But you can choose any rating or 5 and above. That way you can just show, hey, these are all 5-star reviews. Powered by. Now see that thing down in the bottom right? Right now it says J&M Media. Now this is my agency account, but what you could do, maybe you want to say powered by your own business, but it's weird. You can click that off and get rid of that little deal right there. So that is the first part. Always click save whenever you do these. Click up here in the top as well. Now, see where it says customer reviews. What we're going to do is change that to your business name. So let's say the business name is Bob's Auto Shop. Now, when I click away, you're going to see it change to Bob's Auto Shop. What you might also add in there is Bob's Auto Shop customer reviews. There you go. And then you'll see that change. And so that automatically tells them, oh, it's Bob's Auto Shop. I'm looking at Bob's Auto Shop's website. And then here you could say, see what our customers say, or you could say something about see what our auto repair customers say. And then if you just click out, it'll change it automatically right there. So that's pretty cool. Now you can update it, makes it look more, a little bit more custom for your business. Now here's a little strategy. Okay, up in this right corner right there, you see to my, what's that, left side right there, over my right shoulder right there, here's some selections. Rating. This will give you the average rating of all the reviews. So that's actually good to see. It's 5040. Total review count. Now in this case, if you only have maybe 10, 20 reviews, maybe you want to uncheck that just because you don't want people to know that you got 2 reviews. Hey, you're just 5 stars. If you have a lot, if you have 30, 40 or more, or hundreds, then put that total review count. It actually speaks good about your business. Now, the next piece is this write a review button. Here, this button can be good. And what this is going to do is when you click this link, it's going to go to your Google business page. I'm going to save it. And I always say this, it's going to give you a widget name. I'm just going to save it right there because you can create multiple widgets. And if it's on your website, you might actually want that button. If it's on your landing page, you probably want to deselect that. So I'm going to go back into edit widget, show you some other things you can do. This right here gives you some colors, fonts you could do. Typically, I just leave that alone. The next setting would be here you got AI summary type. Now this is actually really cool. What this is doing is right at the top over my right shoulder, right over the top there. It doesn't show it now, but what it is, if you have reviews, it's going to give you a list, like a summary. Here, this is action points, detailed and short. What I'd recommend is you just take a look at those action points, take a look at that description and see if it makes sense. For the most part, it's going to be pretty positive, but you might want to look at it and see what it says. If you don't like what it says, just turn it off right there. Or you can just find that, oh, detail is pretty good, or action points might be good. You can turn it on and off however you want. But you can just try those different ones out. Elements, again, you can put the display date, which can be good. Now, if your reviews are 5 years old, that's the last one, maybe you want to deselect that. Display reviewer icon, and then here, if you don't want to have any reviews that do not have a information description, you could check that. But for most of us, for most shops out there, just if you have any review that's good, list it. Those are the main pieces. In settings, you can configure your review link. Now this is only going to work in cases where you send them the link. But again, here, this should automatically populate with your Google business link. But here's where you want to verify that. Make sure it's not going somewhere else, or make sure it's going to your business. Just check that right there. It should automatically populate. If not, then fix it right there. And there's some Google business profile optimization pieces here, which is actually pretty cool. It tells you different things you can optimize. You can see some things and it will tell you automatic things that you can fix and update. Let's go back to the overview here, back to widgets. You can click and edit widget, or you can click this button right there. It's code. This is a review code that you want to copy and paste into your website. If you have a website developer, if you're a web designer or whatever, or if you do it yourself, go to your website and you're going to add an HTML block. So even if it's WordPress, put an HTML block in there, copy and paste this in there. It should work automatically. This will work with Wix or Squarespace or Shopify or all sorts of things. WordPress, even if you have a Go High Level website, this will work too. You can copy and paste it. But here, if you have multiple ones, that's where I'd recommend copy that code and paste it. Now I'm going to show you an example of what this actually looks like on a website. Here is a website. You can see this whole widget. You should be able to see it. Here, up here would be the name. And then here you got this AI summary. I think this is the list of things. And again, just depends on how old your business is or how new it is. They might have different summaries there. And then here, I think this is the Masonry type right there. And you can see how it fills in those gaps. It's pretty cool looking. You can always load more on that if you want to see more of those. 50. Now you'll notice this one doesn't have a total number. And the reason is, I believe these were lower number of reviews. So we just left it like that. But if I updated it, and let me click over and update that. All right, guys, so I just, in high level, I just updated this to show for that little click button. In fact, let me just show you what I'm talking about. So I'm back in the widgets part, and I believe it's this second one. Here, I had that deselected for total review count. But if I select that and I save it, it will automatically update it wherever you have it on your website. So let's go back to this one. Here, you can see it added that number right there. I can turn it off or on, and you have to, once you save it, it will update it right there. That's all you have to do. You never have to worry about it again. This here will automatically pull those onto your website. So it's awesome. And this really, you want this probably on, I would recommend it on most pages of your website. So as people scroll down, probably near the middle or the bottom on most pages. So your home, about us, services, get quote page, a number of other ones. But for most of the other pages where people might be looking at your services and all that stuff, then it's a good idea to have these reviews as well. So it kind of reinforces that proof that you're a good business. All right, guys. So I hope that helped. And now you should have easily been able to set up your review widget from Go High Level for your auto shop website. And in the next video, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to automatically post those reviews to your Facebook business page. So go ahead and stay tuned for the next video. And if you like this content, click like and subscribe below and comment below if this helped you out. All right, guys, take care. God bless. Bye-bye.